Audit. So in this session, we are going to create one more enterprise structure. Okay. So this will be in a fast track. Within 1 hour, we'll complete all the setups. No explanations like in the previous session, we used to explain everything, right? Okay. So now, so just advise me one company name. Then based on that, we can go and do the setups. Okay. Go to the home page. So any company name, a 3 digits company. So it should be simple. Any advice? Let me
IBM.
check the one company.
Storage.
Sorry. Sorry. RCB. Okay. TCL. Let me check that TCL is there. So TCL is not there, then we can create a TCL company. Okay. So click on done button. First, we have to verify whether this chart of account is already created with the same name or not. So don't create anything like so first verify whether it is already created or not. Then if it's not created, then you can create a new. Okay. So you can check in manage structures level. Okay. Structure code level you can check. See it is not there. Then go and create a new. So as per the setups, so let me. Just a minute. Okay. So let's go to the setup and maintenance. Okay. Here, go to select setup as financials. Go to financial reporting structures. Okay. So as per the setups, what we are doing, we don't need to create. I mean, you can create a user. So okay, simply you can go and create your user. You know that, right? How we can create your user. Okay. So if you want to create user, just go to tools, security console. Just add username and add role. And application implementation consultant and IT security manager. Done. So I have added the 3 roles and save and close. Now just log out from the service account. Log in with your current account. Now here you can see, go to setup and maintenance. So setups will be started. No need to implement the new project. Okay. So directly you can go and start our setups. So first create a calendar, accounting calendar. So select financial reporting structure under financials. There you can see manage accounting calendars. Click on plus button and create a TCL calendar. And I can give, okay, click on next button, save it. So once it is saved, then you can add one more year. Since we are in 2025, we can save it. So done. Click on save and close. Calendar is completed. Then currencies you can verify our currency is enabled or not. Done. And here you can see manage currencies as well. Search for USD. So our USD currency is enabled. Start date and it is blank. Make sure it is all. Save and close. And next, create a value set for our TCL company. Go to reporting structure only. Here you can see manage chart of account value sets. So first we'll create value sets, then structure instance. Then once it is deployed, then you can create a value set values. These are the 4 steps sequence. So create first value sets. Click on plus button, or before you can verify whether this TCL is created already. Nothing is created. Just click on plus button. You can create a TCL company value set. Select module called general ledger. We are configuring the setups in GL. So validation independent type. Can give character, text, maximum length you can do. Save it, save and close. Now you can see, right? Click on plus button again. Now I am giving cost center. Cost center nothing but department. Cost center value set. TL, independent character, and I will give 3. So make sure that maximum length, every segment should be different. Then only you can easily identify. So if you give same length, then you may get confused which one is which. Like which segment is company, or which segment is cost center, which segment is product, something like. Okay, so if you can provide a multiple different set of lengths, then you can easily identify. So created cost center. Click on plus button again. And TCL account. Okay. Copy. General ledger. Independent character. You can give 5, 5 or 6 or 7, something. save, 7 close. So I'm just creating with the three segments. Like I don't want to create additional like a product, a project, activity, and you know future one, future two, or intercompany. That like that we can extend. We can extend the value sets and segment values based on your requirement. Since we are doing the testing, so I can create simple chart of account with these three value sets like segments, which is mandatory. So actually, company account are mandatory. Cost center also will be required if you are working on expenses and assets. Okay, so let's see all these three you can create as a mandatory. Okay, so click on save and close. I completed value sets. Now go to structure. Okay, search. You can see make sure the deployment status should be green when you are starting your new setups. So go to manage structures. So click on plus button to create a new structure. TCL, COA structure. Somebody will call as a KFF. So click on plus button. Delimiter I can select. First make save, then only plus button will be enabled. Plus button. Okay. Can bunny sequence number 1. Display you can put it as a 15 and a column 1 segment. Search for TCL value sets we created. TCL company. Okay. Okay. So for TCL company segment, which one should be selected? Primary balancing segment as a mandate. Save it. Save and close. Again, one more segment. Cost center. Okay. Sequence 2. CC. And width is 15. Select a segment 2. And also value set TCL cost center. And you can say select a cost center segment also if it is available. If it is not available, you can ignore. So it is not a mandatory. Okay. Again, click on plus button. Create a account. So we have already completed the setups. This is like a fast track setups I am doing for your future reference. Okay. So PCL can select a account. Account in a third. You can select a natural account segment. Move it and save and close. Then we created a structure. Just click on save button and save and close. Structure is completed successfully. TCL you can see this is a TCL structure is created. Now come to structure instance. Click on plus button. TCL COA instance. So we can create multiple instances. Okay, so select TCL, where it is, TCL, COA structure. So you can see 3 segments are created. Edit button, make it required, done. You can select all the segments, whatever you created, open everything and make it required button enabled. So because we need to use these segments. So required means mandate. We are just making as a mandate for this instance. Save it, save and close. Okay, structure instance also done. Now simply you can do what you can do is you can run the deployment. So once the deployment is success, then you can add the values after the deployment. So we need to add the values before deployment. Okay. So let's do the run the deployment ahead one side. Then we'll open another screen. We'll set up and maintenance. So deployment in status. So should not close this window. Okay. So until get error or success, I mean, let's complete it first. So once it is completed, then only you can progress on the next setup. Okay. But I'm giving some other setups here. So method you can go with the accrual accounting method, which is already configured. So let me create a legal address for the legal entity creation. So go to legal. Let me legal structures. Here you can see manage legal addresses. You can create a legal address. So click on plus button to create a legal address. So TCL legal entity address. Okay, and pin code 10002 New York. Okay. So we created one address. Let me create a legal entity as manage legal entity. Select the scope. Create a new legal entity. Apply, go to task. Click on plus button to create a new legal entity. Legal entity. To make it a payroll and a statutory both enabled, you can search for your address. TCL legal entity address. You can give some random number. Save it. Save and close. Now you can legal entity is completed, then you can create a primary ledger. To create a primary ledger, so this deployment is required. So once the deployment is success, then only you can progress on primary ledger. Let's complete it. Okay. So we'll put. So now you can see deployment is success. The status is succeeded. So something, if it is error, if you see something is error here, then you can drop down. We can expand this. You can see where it is exactly error. Which structure instance is got error. So then you can copy it and go back to the structure level and you can verify it. So if it is something error, I mean something wrong, you can disable that and come back to deployment. then your deployment will be succeeded. Okay, so deployment is success. Then what you can do, you can create a primary ledger. Go to home page, setup and maintenance. Go to ledger, general ledger, manage primary ledgers. Click on plus button. ECL, primary ledgers. Select your chart of account and calendar as well. TCL calendar. Select your functional currency and accounting method as accrual, standard accrual. So save and close. Now you can assign the legal entity to your business unit. Okay, so this is the next step. You can assign your legal entity to your business unit. So you can all the tasks, you can see all the tasks here. Required task and all tasks. If you change to all tasks, you can see assign legal entities. Select your scope. Search for your legal entity. Okay, TCL legal entity we created. Sorry, primary ledger. So select your primary ledger and save and close. Now click on add button, select and add button to add our legal entity to your primary ledger. So this is a legal entity we created, apply and done. So like that, we can add multiple legal entities for one primary ledger. So as we discussed earlier in earlier session, okay, we can add multiple legal entities under one primary ledger. So I'm just adding one legal entity for the testing purpose. So create a legal entity and a primary ledger, assign the legal entity to your primary ledger is done. So all these setups done. Next level. So what you can do is specify ledger option for your primary ledger. Okay, then you can see specify ledger options. Make sure the primary ledger is, your primary ledger in a scope. Then open the specify ledger options. So since you are creating a new primary ledger, you needed a retained earning account here. So we have to configure this retained earning account at a chart of account value set values. Okay, so just cancel it. Go back to that setup. Go to financial reporting structure. We completed until enterprise structure instance deployment, right? Now open the values. Chart of account value set values. Okay, search for TCL first company value set. Manage values. Click on plus button. Double one TCL company. Branch one. You can create multiple. Save it. And coming to center. Okay, 100. Finance team. Finance department. 200. HR department. 300. Sales department. Like that, we can create multiple cost centers are multiple. So in software companies, they used to create based on their technologies. Okay. Now account. So cost center nothing but business units, and if you, based on your business unit, you can create a multiple cost centers. So if it is required. Okay. Now values for the account. So just to give for this is for cash or bank account. So make it a account type as asset. So make sure everything should be post as, I mean, allow posting is okay. Summary flag is no. Even the previous value sets as well. Company and cost center, make sure summary flag no and allow posting yes. Next, you can see here the roles. Okay, the retain earning account 30,000. And select, sorry, owner's equity. You can create some expenses, electricity charges. Make it as expenses. Just to save it. So I'm just giving a minimum information. So in real time, we can give, thousands of records here. Okay, save and close. Now we can go to general ledger and specify ledger options. We can provide the values for the retained earning account. Select company and department and retained earning account. Okay. So minimum setups given. Okay. So these are the other functionalities, and when we started the, functionalities, we can discuss everything. Okay. Save it. Select a language as well. American English. Now we can save and close. So specify ledger options also completed. Now you can see, so legal entity, BSV legal entity assignment. Go here. Assign balancing segment to legal entities. Open it. Click on plus button to add a value. I can add double one, save and close. So for the legal entity, whatever we created, if you created multiple legal entities, and double two also can be given for the next legal entity. So the company level, whatever values we are creating, that is related to legal entities, whatever the legal entities we are maintaining. Okay, so save and close. Assign the legal entity, and the next setup is review and confirmation. Go here, the bottom level you can see review and submit accounting configuration. Make sure company value, okay, legal entity and the primary ledger, everything is there. Then click on submit button. Okay. So we can go and verify here the tools level, schedule process. Then here these three jobs should be succeeded. Complete accounting configuration should be succeeded. So once it is completed, only we can progress on the other steps. Okay. Yeah, since it is succeeded. Done. Then go to home page. Next step is we can test the structure what we created. Go to tools. So security console and users. Search for your user, Virat. Okay, open Virat user and edit. You can add role for the GL. General accountant. Select general accountant with ORA. General accounting manager. So these two are enough. Okay, just two are enough for the testing. So if you want to add one more financial analyst also, you can do it. Analyst also you can assign for the reporting purpose. Okay, save and close. So we added three roles. Okay, click on done button. Now we can go to setup and maintenance for data access for your user. Go here. So users and securities, you can see, and make it a all task. There you can see manage data access for your users. Click on plus button. Virat user. Search for general content. So we created a TCL primary ledger. Here you can see duplicate button. Okay. Just to change the role from general accountant to general accounting manager. Data access and a TCL primary ledger. So these roles, I mean, this is for front end end user roles actually. So what are the modules you are looking for the, I mean, functionality, then you can add the roles as per the requirement. So for each module, like AP module, AR module, FA module, CM, every module there is some set of roles required. Okay, now once you assign the data access for your user, then go to initial users. Here you can run the synchronization process. So what will happen here? So whatever the data access you are given for your user, it will be refreshed. Okay, so backend you can see, go to tools. There is a backend job will be run, scheduled process. Go to tools. So here schedule process. So this whatever the job we initiated, retrieve latest LDAP changes. It will be in the progress. Now it is running. Sometimes it shows as a blocked. So that means it is not an error. So something previous jobs are pending. So once everything in completed, then it will be initiated. Not nothing to worry. So you can wait for some time and then you can verify it. Okay. So still it's running. So meanwhile, what I will do? So sign off from the Virat. Again, we'll sign in. So just log in with your user. Now you can verify general accounting is enabled. Click on period close. So seems TCL primary ledger is assigned for you. Okay. Now click on general ledger. Open period. First period is January 2024. Open target period. You can select the current period, May 2025. Open current period. Refresh it. Now you can see May 2025 is open. Click on done button and go and create a journal entry. So go to journals, create a journal. So select accrual and first expenses. We can select expense 1000. You can select bank account next. So this accounting activities will done by end users. So don't get confusion. So people are, we are not from the finance background. We don't know about accounting concepts. So then, so many of the people thinking about same like, so this is related to only finance students, but it's not true. So everyone can learn it. So the best example I told, right? The previous project, the current, the previous project we are 10, 11 people in the project. Okay. My team is 11 and four are technical, remaining four or five are technical, remaining all functional. Okay. So functional consultant, whatever who are working, all other, all this colleagues are related to another different education backgrounds. No one is from finance background. Okay, so B Tech and other education qualifications. So here something it is mandatory. So generally it will be optional, not a mandatory thing. Somebody make it as a mandatory. So just complete it and you can post it as well. Okay, so everyone can learn it. So simple thing, just setup and configuration and functionalities here we are doing, nothing else. Okay, there is no accounting related activities. That is there is accounting related activities, but purely it is related to end users who is working for the company, okay, on the daily basis. So actually this product, this application will use for the end users and company. So we are just a consultants. Okay, we will not do all the functional activities. So on daily basis. Selected for posting, still in progress. Okay, so this is how we can create a journal entries and a posting. So now we tested GL general entry and everything is working fine. Then what you can do, you can create a business unit as well. Okay, so since it is part of enterprise structure, you can create the business unit as well. So go to setup and maintenance. Yeah, Shiva.
If in posting we got an error, it is showing like in primary ledger it is error. So again we need to submit the program.
Where you got error?
In posting.
Journal entry?
Yes, in general entry we are getting an error.
Which
Again
error
we
you
need
got?
to
Which error you got? What error is still in progress actually?
no. The general is unable, unbalanced and suspense is
So
unavailable.
yeah. That is a functionality. We'll tell you how we can deal with it. So that is a
Okay,
GL functionality. We'll discuss that. Okay.
okay,
So this is setups that is not related to setup. That is a
okay,
functionality. there should be a suspense account needs to be created if it is unbalanced. Okay, so that functionality will be covered in the GL. No worries. Okay, now we will create a business unit. Go to setup and maintenance.
In case if it is functionality error, we need to submit again the program to be corrected in
No,
general
no,
ledger.
no, 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 no.
Okay.
Nothing required any setup changes. So this functionality will tell you that in a specify ledger option level, we have to add a suspense account. Something if you enable the cross validation, then it will, restrict you create a journal entries. So
I'm
cross validation, security validations, and this dynamic combination setup. There are many security setups, security functionalities to
means
restrict the journal entries.
I'm saying not this error. If we got any setup error, means again we need to submit or
No,
no
no, no.
need.
Setup
No.
related, if something is successfully configured, something like a primary ledger is in green take. Okay, you can see the primary ledger. Search for your primary ledger, TCL. Something, if it is a green take, then nothing you can do in primary ledger setup level. Everything is okay. Okay, everything is okay. Then only you can see the green tick.
Mhm.
Nothing is error in your configurations, and you cannot change anything. Once it is confirmed, primary ledger and legal entity, everything is confirmed. Then you cannot change anything. Okay, go to organizational structure, manage business units. So click on plus button to create a business unit. So you can also create the location, but I did not create it. Location here. Okay, search for location, New York. So you can create a new location, or you can select the existing location as well. So for the testing purpose. So search for a common set. So save and close. So business unit created. Now we can assign this business unit to your primary ledger and legal entity. Okay. Set assignment you can enable. You can see the set assignment, select our business unit scope, search for TCL, business unit, save and close. Don't open it, just select the line and save and close. So save and close. And now go to functions. Now we can enable all the functions. If you are looking for only if in payable AP model, then you can enable AP. Okay. So the best practice, you can enable all the functions for your business unit. And search for your primary ledger. Go to search button, TCL. So this is primary and a legal entity. So we created primary ledger and legal entity and assigned each other. So you can see now you can create multiple business units and assign the same way for the same primary ledger and legal entity. Okay, how legal entity assigned to primary ledger, the same way the business units also can be assigned to single primary ledger and legal entities. Okay, save and close. Now we completed business unit assignment. Now we can create a legislative data group setup. So this is for creating a user. So actually this is a HCM setup. All this business unit creation, this box. So this is business unit. This box are all related to HCM setups. So since we are working, we are testing everything, we can create from our side as well. So search for manage legislative data groups. Open it. Click on plus button and you can create a TCL legislative data group. Can select the country, United States. Done. Click on done button. Search for manage legal entity HCM information. Let's search with the setup. There you can find it. Select our legal entity scope. TCL. Okay. Select, make sure this, this payroll and legal employer is enabled. That's why it is showing here. If it is not enabled, then it will not show. Select your legal entity. And correct or update anything is fine. Go to payroll statutory unit. Then you can add the legislative data group which we created. Okay, submit it. Once it is done, you can create one legal employee, enterprise employee. Okay, go to financial setup, then search for manage users. You can search for the Virat user, which is if it is already created. Nothing is created. Click on plus button. Now you can create a new user, employee user. This is not application user. So we created already one Virat user, that is application level user. Now we are creating a employee level user. Now link user account. Click on link button. Now you can search for Virat user. This is application level user, you can see. Okay. Now employee type as employee, person type. You can search for legal entity we created and the business unit. So now we are creating an employee, Virat employee, and we are assigning work location where he has work, business unit and legal entity where he is working. And we can also provide job. Okay. So we can select some grade, department. Like locations, like you can create it. So this is not mandatory. Just give up to business unit. This job and department is not a mandate for our testing. So that is related to HCM setups. So we are just creating a user. That's it. So now the same user, Virat user, you can see at the tools level. Now we assign go to users level, security console. So search for Virat user. So you can see email is created and business unit and everything is assigned, and person name also, person number also created by the system. Okay, if you want to add a few more roles, you can edit and you can add it. Okay, so this is the enterprise structure setup which is required for all the modules. If you are working on AP model, you have to complete all the setups. If you are working AR model, if you are working FA, if you are working expenses, any model, any subledger, any GL. Okay, so first thing is this is a basic setups that you have to complete it until this setups whatever we close completed now until user manage users level. So you have to complete all the setups. Okay, right. This is a fast track. You can go through. You can do your practice. Okay.